Alright, CSS battle time. Let's get going. We have a car-like thing. Alright, what I kind of like for this is, I think what I want to do is a linear gradient for the lines here. And then I want to see if a border dashed will work on this. So this could be the HTML with a border block dashed, right? And hopefully the spacing works right. And then we extend it out beyond the screen, out this way, so that we don't see the edges. But then we make a linear gradient for the body. These sides are going to be a difficulty, but it can be overcome. Because the way this gradient would repeat is like we'd get a little bit of yellow here if the body is continuing out that way. I can margin it in. Yeah, I can margin the body in, so that won't be an issue. Let's say, and because I don't think I actually want the dashed border on the body. I think I do want, yeah, I'm gonna do and. I'm gonna select only the HTML element, and then we're gonna do 40 pixels. Let's do that properly. Dashed. Okay, not where I want it. Dashed. And ooh, it's not the right width. We'll make it yellow just so it looks good. There we go. I'm not sure. I might have to put a background on this too. I'm going to see if I can get around that, but let's put some margin on this. And we're going to go like 50 in. Okay. Like native 100. Okay. So, yeah, they're not the right, they're not the right length or spacing. Other than layering on a second element with the same border dashed, like if we had another element where the border would land here instead, would it over? No, it wouldn't overlay unless the background was transparent. Border dashed doesn't want to work because we have the width right, but then you don't get a different length. And I think, like, if we go bigger, let's go 60, 70, like the length now, 50, 60, 70. Oh, let's there. That's how we have to deal with these different 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, 10 almost has it. So are they bigger or smaller? They're bigger. What happens if we zoom? I know that's something people do. Woo! 0.5. Yeah, we just get right back down to the same nitty-gritty. Okay, so border block does not work. And if you know a way of making that work, well, maybe let me know. Are you guys fighting each other back there? Timber likes that spot, so he kicks his sister out of it all the time. Well, shoot, now what am I going to do? So, I want to, like, if I could, make those in one go. I could make it a border image. I mean, the border image won't be That's excessive. You have to do a lot to do a border image, so that's probably not the way to go. But I was thinking, if it's border block still, and you just do a linear gradient for the border image, and then we adjust the linear gradient for this thing, maybe it would work. Well, no, because this won't be a border image. It could be a border image, if I just use borders to make it. That sounds excessive and very difficult. Let's go. Solid, right? And let's give it the 40 pixels solid. And then border image. Let's turn off our diff. Okay. We'll margin it down. 40, 0. There we go. Actually, let's go -40. Oh yeah, because we're doing block means we don't need the -40. Okay, there we go. We have our lines. They're in the right spot. In fact, we could do that. Yeah, that's the way to go. 30. Good. Okay, now border image. We're going to do a linear gradient. And we have to say 90 degrees. And then we're going to go yellow and then dark. Yellow for like, I don't know, 80 pixels. And we're going to go to that. And that's going to be 0 to... I wonder if I can just do 0 and size this like I do a normal. It's broken. It is broken. I probably need a color stop in here. No. Why are we broken, guys? Why are we broken on our border image? So as soon as I put in that other color stop, right? No, it's still broken right there. 40 pixels solid, border image, linear gradient, 90 degrees. Let's put our slice in. That's why it's broken, because you have to have the slice. Now what happens if I change this to like 2? Nothing. 3, 4, 1/1, 2. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Curious, that's the width? So that's border width right there. We're augmenting the width here. Can I just leave this blank and then do something in here like 40 pixels? Yeah, but now it's not doing border block, it's doing the whole thing. I'm gonna have to look up what the shorthand here is. Okay, let's just leave this one. Sadly, we have to do 3 color stops to make that work. I don't think that's actually worth it. It's kind of cool. I'm having fun exploring border image, but I don't think... Hold on. That's not the one I need to change. This one. 100. There we go. And then you need to go back to yellow. There we are. 240. Ooh. 239. That seems weird. Alright. I don't think this is the way to go, because that's a whole lot to get 4 bars, and I could probably just do it shorter with just like a box shadow or something. What other methods could we use? I still just want to do a linear gradient on the body. Like, that's all I want to do. And I could variabilize these. And then we learned about how we could expand the width, so I don't even have to change the width. I can just do a multiplier. So that's kind of cool. So, like, if I select the body, and I start changing the distances, what we actually need to do is do that. There we see the body, right? And we just need to actually change this. So I'm gonna start throwing in variables, W, and I'm probably going to change how I have the variable set up, but I just want to see this in action. 1.2. Okay. 0.5. Oh, wait. Let's turn that off. Okay. It's 1, and then we /2. No, it's not changing the width on this one. I wonder if it's the margin that's causing problems here. Ooh, there we are. Yeah. Okay. All right. We do want a little bit of margin. Can I get this? Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. We're 0.8, 0.7. What am I changing here? Nothing's changing there. If I do 2, it expands all the way up to what our margin is. So we just go to 20. That's kind of neat. All right. So if we had these as variables, what I was originally thinking of doing was just doing the black bar and letting the yellow be the extended part. But I think I will keep the yellow, black, yellow shape. But I need it to repeat. That's an issue right there, because I need it to repeat, and I don't know if I can size widthwise this thing unless it takes another input. Ooh, I think that's it. No, is that? Whoa. Oh, I broke it. It's not taking any negative integers, but I am shrinking that. Curious. Okay. Think this through. What are we doing? Let's variabilize this like I wanted to. We already did W. Let's say P for position. And then var S. Oh, I need to give it the dash dash or it isn't going to work. Okay. All right. So now let's change P. No, P. There we go. It's erase, so now it's nothing. We're starting with yellow. So it's running, okay, perfect. Okay, so 40. It's too far. 20, 10, -10. No, has to be a positive value. Oh, I wonder if it's this. There we go. That's what's messing it up. 30, 40, 50. That's too far. It is 40. All right. And then dash dash S. I still have the problem with getting it to repeat. I'm not sure if I can do that with the way it's run right now. 60. Okay, so that's right. And then I just want it to be 60 pixels width, you know? I have to look up the border image API, how to make that work. Because, I mean, I don't understand how slice works either. I know one, it's just the whole thing, but you're supposed to be able to dictate what section is what slice. I'm not sure how that works. I've looked it up a couple times and haven't spent long enough to really figure it out. Okay, because I can't get this to repeat, what I could do is, I don't want to write a whole nother gradient. This isn't worth writing a whole nother gradient for. I think what I'll do is, since I have to write a background anyways, let's take these variables off. That was a fun exploration, but we're running out of time here. I didn't set a timer, it's just, I know it's running long, so let's clean this up. Okay. So we'll go back to this being an and that's all it needs to be. And this can just be a background, and it'll be the linear gradient. We're writing a whole nother linear gradient, so this is where this solution falls apart. But we'll go 5ch because we know it's supposed to be that, and then we're going to go do that to 60 pixels. I'll figure what that is in a moment. I mean, theoretically, 5ch 5 wasn't 40, it's 8. Yeah, that doesn't work. All right, here we go. It's extending outside of this because we don't have a background here. So let's overwrite that. Let's do a background right here. And then size this. 60 pixels. That's position 0/60 pixels. There it is. Border image, not the way to go. I'm going to leave this here for now, but 99.9, don't do that. Alright, let's try 240 on this. See if it likes it better. I bet that's the issue. Yep. I'm gonna guess. Let's go 39.5. No, you still don't like it. Something is off. 61. No, it's definitely 60. This is 0.5. 99.1. Oh, I'm way off now. Okay, put it back up to 99.9. I bet it's this border image. I should get rid of it. Maybe it doesn't like the linear gradient solution. Negative 0.5. It's not changing anything, is it? No, that should be fine. That diff doesn't look bad. Well, I'm not sure what to change at that point. Other than a total refactor. That's kind of what it needs, is a complete refactor. Alright. Well, it's an idea. I'm going to sleep on it. And call it. It is okay. Don't do border image. Do something else for the outer sides. I do think the linear gradient is just, it's just such an easy way to get so much. Otherwise, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. I mean, it could be a border in line. I don't know. All right. It was fun. Catch you later.